So today I've decided to walk down the Yukon Bean from the bridge, and I earmarked a little tributary that I wanted to walk down to the intersection with. This particular trib I've actually hiked and camped with my eldest son Linton at a burnt down hut at the top of this tributary. So my aim today is to catch 20 trout. Going to set myself the goal, and if I don't achieve it, then you'll actually never see this particular segment of the video. Two and a quarter pounds. Beautiful. There we go. Yukon Bean weather check and river temperature 7 degrees outside, 7 in the water. Already see that is a very, very beautiful brown trout. Oh my goodness, stunning. Look at that. Gotta get bigger, buddy. So I'm fishing a pink beadhead nymph with a little pink tail. So not the jig nymph, not Scotty's jig nymph. It's actually got, this one's got a bead head. And I've got, I suppose, about a meter, just over a meter to the Oros, and it's 3x, and my lead is actually a little bit too long at the moment, but there we go. That's what's doing the job. It's quite an innocuous run, but I've just taken 4 out of this seam here. Slightly slower water. First bit of sun for the day. Very nice. So exactly 4 hours of fishing, and that's fish number 20. I've walked 8 kilometers and it is 8 minutes to 10, 20 before 10. Well, I've just been broken off on 3x. You could feel the fish rubbing around a rock there, and this leader has broken. That's quite something, that. This 3x has been so reliable. Good on that fish. This is a gift from Tony at Boss in Canberra, Boss Adventure, or Boss Outdoors, I can't remember. Thank you, Tony, much appreciated. There we go. Lost it. pounds. Beautiful. There we go. Lost it. Okay, this is a better fish. There we go. That's a bit better. £2. Thought that was bigger. Thanks, buddy. I think that's what they call suicide pool. Back at Denison after a marathon fishing session, 9.5 hours. Well, I mean, I got a lot of fish, more than 20. And I've got to say the Winston Air 2 9.5 foot 6 weight was amazing. The wind was super strong and that was perfect. I don't think the fly that mattered that much, to be honest. At the beginning of the session I was fishing a pink bead head nymph, and then I fished a pink tag, and then that wasn't so effective, so I went to another bead head nymph but with a bit of red in it, and that was fine. So I think it was more the weight of the fly that was important, and I think that's the lesson we're all learning from the Euro nymph guys. Get the fly down but still be able to detect the strike. So I was fishing one nymph all day and under an Oros, and that's perfect. Just a few things while they're fresh in my mind, benefits and downsides of a longer rod, because this is the longest rod I've ever had. I've only ever fished 9 foot. This is 9.5, not a huge difference, but nevertheless, some of the things that came to mind. It seems to me as though you can keep tension on the trout while reeling in line onto your reel much easier. You've got the greater leverage of the rod. You can much easier reel in line onto your reel. I think mending is easier with the longer rod. I do think that you reduce your back cast snags because you can flick the line up really high. And I do think you can get away with more sloppy line retrieval. Smaller rod, I think you've got to really retrieve the line as your indie's coming back towards you. I think the downsides of the longer rod, so far what I'm seeing, it's less accurate. I've got an 8.5 foot Sage. It's much more accurate than this 9.5 foot Winston. And I do think when you get a tangle with a longer rod, they are much worse. That's been my experience. Alrighty, that's today's update.